now. Hello and welcome to the Flory Models live show. Here we are, Flory Fest 2023. The warm-up show, technically. Although I'm knackered. I've been really busy today. Yeah. I literally haven't stopped since 7 o'clock this morning to now. I haven't stopped. So, yeah, been a bit full on sorting out all of this on the weekend and everything. But yes, all good. Trust you're all doing very well at home and you're ready for the actual full weekend. This is basically just the warm-up bit to it, if you like. So it's basically going to be like Thursday night. We'll throw in some other bits and pieces and talk you through what's going to happen over the weekend as well to make our way through. Obviously, we'll have a few giggles. We can answer a load of your questions and all the usual stuff as you go through. Might even do some building. You never know your luck. We'll throw some of that in as well. So yes, all good. Anyway, how are we doing this evening? You good, Andy? Nice clean bench. All ready for the weekend?
All ready for the weekend for... I don't know even what I'm going to be doing. Just sorting the website out all weekend.
I was going to say, we're doing the website. So we had a bit of a Skype meeting this morning, all three of us trying to work out what was going on and times and sales and all the bits and pieces. So and I don't think after we came off, I don't think I was any the wiser, if I'm honest.
Wrote it all down, screwed it up, threw it in the bin, and then...
Yeah, it was. We were like, right, so we'll do this, this, and this. And it was like, I had them all in notes in front of me. When I got upstairs to sort it all out, I was like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, never mind. It'll be our usual way of doing things called wing it. It's worked for the last Christ knows how many years, quite successfully, I might add. So we'll be doing it again as we go through. Let me just get rid of this annoying little pop-up. There we go. So yes, a good job. So Andy's been working really hard, sorting that over on the PM store. We've got some stuff. We'll talk to you about that in a moment and getting it all set for the weekend. Obviously, we've got big discounts. We've got flash sales. You name it, we've got it coming for you from the actual PM store as well. So yes, all good. So Matt, you all set and ready for this?
Yep. As ready as I'm ever going to be.
Ready to get going, that's it. So Matt's going to be doing some demos tomorrow. Figure painting, chipping.
Well, look, I've given him a coat of primer, look.
Hold on, coming to you if I can find you. Which one are you on tonight? Oh, God, I've got to find him. There we go. There he is.
So give him a coat of primer.
Do we know who he is yet? Have we worked it out who he is?
Nah, it's just somebody made up in it. So somebody playing with CAD and made a head and shoulders.
Fair enough.
Head and shoulders.
Head and shoulders.
It worked for him, look.
Yes.
No dancer for them.
No.
So yes. So that's set up and ready.
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever else we're doing, I'll sort it out when we're doing it. So, all good.
Yes. Good job. So, Matt's going to do some weathering bits and pieces with us, aren't you? You could do some chipping as well and a little bit on face painting, because a lot of people have been asking for that since I did a little shout out of what you'd like to see. So we've got lots of that coming to you. So that will be very, very good over the weekend. If I have my little thing in front of me, I can tell you when he's going to do it, but I've forgotten it now. It's on my little list thing. I'll find that in a minute. So yes, all good down in there. John, how's your week been? Busy?
Yes, it has actually. Very busy at work, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yes.
Not spent a massive amount of time in the shed, but the Stuka's all ready to go into the spray booth, so
ooh,
might do some painting over the weekend.
Very nice. Cool. Good job. You're working tomorrow though, aren't you?
I'm working tomorrow, yeah, unfortunately, during the day.
That's all right. But John will be with us tomorrow night, and then he'll be with us on Sunday. So
I could skive off, but knowing my luck, someone from work would chance see this going out live.
Just walk along past your boss with it playing on their phone.
Yeah.
That sounds just like John. So cool. Very good. Nathan, how's your week been?
Not too bad. I've had a bit of modelling time. So, whoops, it is.
Hold on, I've got to find him. Hold on, I'm all over the place. There he is. He's there today.
I managed to get my Korean War sabre finished. Well,
very nice.
Main camo sort of bit done, and then I started last night on the Colombian one, which is in green grey.
Very nice.
I've been working around my little Airfix sabres. currently unavailable, which is a shame because it's a really nice little kit.
Yeah. Well, we can ask him all about that on Sunday, don't forget, everybody, because don't forget, we've got Pranjit. He's obviously the senior designer with Airfix. He's going to be joining us 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon for the afternoon as well. So if you've got any questions you want to do to him, obviously it's best if we got them first because it's just easier, because obviously if they're in the chat, it's going to be very, very difficult to keep up with that. So if you've got any questions, just either go through the contact me over on the florymodels.org page is probably the easiest because it's guaranteed to get through, or you could do it over at sales@florymodels.co.uk. shoot us an email and I'll put them forward to him for on Sunday afternoon so we can go through. But he's going to do a presentation with us on what he's up to and various things like that, so that'd be quite an interesting one. So we've got lots and lots. We've got Brett from High Altitude Hobbies. He's going to be joining us Saturday afternoon as well. So yes, we're all right. We've got it sorted. We know what we're doing. Never. No idea. No idea at all. Smoke and mirrors. But anyway, here's roughly the format, what we're going with. So as I say, basically Saturday, 23rd, obviously tomorrow, 10 a.m. in the morning until midday. Then obviously we'll have a comfort break for a couple of hours. Then we'll be back with you at 2 until 4. Obviously we've got Brett with us on that particular one. And then obviously we've got the evening show at 7:30 till 9, which is obviously going to be quiz night. The idea is grab yourself a drink, some snacks, have a few giggles, have a few laughs, and we'll all find out just how thick we all are when we try and answer Nathan's quiz.
I'm not entirely responsible for the questions in this
Oh, have you had help this time?
I have.
I see.
Lila and not Ange.
Yeah.
Ange, it'll be even worse.
You'll find out later. You'll find out.
Was this your class's homework? Each of them have to do a
question. Yes.
Quiz.
I was going to say exactly the same thing. Is
that
an assignment?
Yes.
No, I've had help from the other end of the world, literally.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Right.
You'll see.
Very nice. It is very worrying.
Right. So
anyway.
Hey, we better all revise Columbia. That's all I'm.
Yes.
No, not that end of the world.
Oh right. Okay.
One of the former colonies.
Oh, is it the Australian bunch?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. Crikey. That's it. Colonial history. Keep going on that.
I hope it's not about spiders or snakes.
It's ChatGPT, but ChatGPT has been a big help with the group building SIGs thing as well. So ChatGPT does make an appearance this weekend.
Very good. Cool, very good. Anyway, we'll be back with you on Sunday morning. Sunday morning, we've got the clinic. As a lot of you know, we started a thing recently called the clinic. So it's basically answering any of your questions on modelling related problems that you might be having. So it might be anything from fitting parts to resin to photo etch. Obviously airbrushing we cover a lot, but generally anything to do with modelling from start to finish. If you've got a problem, something that's driving you mad, obviously hopefully we'll be able to steer you in the right direction, gives you some tips, might even be able to demo you to put you on the right track. Or if not, I'm sure that the lovely people on the in the chat rooms, they'll be able to help out as well. So that's the thing with that. And then obviously in the afternoon, 12, that'll run until midday. And then in the afternoon, 2 till 4, we're going to be with you. Obviously, that's going to be the big Airfix show with Pranjit. He's going to go right the way through. And obviously, he'll be answering after his presentation any questions you might have for him as well. So again, if you get to us first, it will just make things a lot easier than trying to read them out afterwards and stuff like that. So we've got that going on. PM Models, as you know, obviously is an integral part of everything we do here, being our primary sponsor and only sponsor. So they've got their bits going as well. So this is just for tonight. As said before, it's in our little sales area. So literally, if you just go in the store with everything, as you can see, we've got, this starts tomorrow. It's not actually active yet. So on your horses, everyone, steady. But it's 15% off all kits. And then we're going to have the flash sales, which are going to be up to 25% off throughout the entire weekend, which we'll talk to you each segment. We're going to be doing a new flash sale and you'll know about it. Go down to special offers just down in here and you'll see the ones that we selected for tonight. So down in here we've got the Qatari Spitfire and we got that one up. Look at that, literally £25 off for the Qatari Spitfire, so the 32nd one. And then again we've got great deals up here on the Starfighter. We've got the Phantom, and I recommend everyone buy that Phantom because I'm going to build it as part of our turkey shoot in November. So I'm going to try and beat my world record of doing one in 22 hours. So that'll be the one for that. Down in there, I've got hundreds of decal options still for that kit as well, weirdly. So that one down there. So if you want to join me in with that particular build, I'm going to be building that one in a few weeks' time or a few months' time. And then over here, we've got the Tamiya 48 scale P47, beautiful kit, classic kit as well. Just 24 quid is an absolute bargain. And if you want to follow along, when I did the Beaufort a few weeks ago, then obviously we've got the actual Beaufort Mark 1, the torpedo bomber. This is the sort of standard one. I did the what do you call it, North African one with the sand filters and stuff, but technically it's the same aircraft. Great kit, you can get that one as well, just £30 instead of £34. So sorry, £54. So some really good savings down in there. If you want to grab any of those, grab them now. They're limited quantities, aren't they, guys?
Well, they're limited for tonight because they'll be changed tomorrow. Can I just answer a question before it comes up, because he's asked it a couple of times? Right, multiple orders over this weekend, right?
Yes.
We will combine postage on them, but what you will need to do is message us to say what your order numbers are, basically, Andy, to say, right, my order numbers, this, and this, because obviously we've done this before. We do get quite a few orders. It's quite popular. And, you know, just to speed things up for us, if you could do that from our point of view, that would make life a lot easier from actually going through and going, you know, trying to find out if it is. But yes, we will combine orders, obviously, because obviously the flash sales are, you know, over multiple parts over this weekend. So that's not a problem. Like I say, just mail us whatever your order numbers are, so we can, like I say, speed up your order getting out and, you know,
because if we've got 200 orders and you sort of like one end of the pile and then the other end of the pile, it's very easy to miss. And we do them in batches, so like we'll print off 20, then another 20, and another 20. So it's very easy to miss. So if you can let us know what the order numbers are, we can sort of pull them out and keep them together.
Yeah, and then we'll sort out, obviously, refunding you the extra postage. But yeah, that's it really. All good.
Fantastic, very, very good. Just to answer a couple of people, obviously in YouTube chat, if you've got questions, which are all great questions, but if you can send them to me, I'll remember them, or you're going to have to ask them when he's here. So, as you say, because I can't write them all down as they're shouting them out now. It's easier to email them over. I can compile a list, and then obviously I can ask him during the show, which we make our way through with that one. So, but I know obviously a lot of people got some good questions.
And not to just put out the obvious, but there's no point asking Pranjit if, we're going to be, Airfix going to be bringing out this, that, and the other, because he can't answer that. So you know,
even if he doesn't know.
We always get it every time he's on and say, when are you going to do this? Are you working on this? You can't say, even if he was doing it, you know, because, you know, clearly they keep these things very close to the chest until it's time to be officially released. So they're not going to give us any little golden nuggets of, we are working on a 24 scale Hurricane. So
no Easter eggs, is there?
No Easter eggs. They won't be doing any of that. They've never done it yet, even though I've tried. So, but yes. But anyway, it should be good.
Hey, if we don't know, you don't know.
This is it. Because let's face it, I hint a lot at stuff normally. But no. But again, if you've got any obviously sensible questions, things that we can ask him, and obviously get a bit of an insight to how he works, how he does his design work is always a good one, you know, and obviously how they think about the aircraft they're going to be choosing, or the vehicles they're going to be choosing, or anything you want to know about the actual, you know, injection molding process, the tooling process. Obviously, he'll be great to answer those particular questions as normal. So yes. Very good. Right. Okay. Is everyone happy in our chat room as well?
Yeah.
All good over there? Everyone
Yeah.
enjoying their thing? So, yes. Are they in nostalgia mode or talking food?
Yeah.
Talking Matchbox.
Oh, is it Matchbox? Is Mr. Oxley in there, is he?
Yes.
Oh,
Might be. Might be.
That'll be it
He's
then.
the one that started it, though.
Oh, is it? Oh, is he in there dropping names again?
No. I think Peter Rass is an innocent bystander in this Matchbox.
No, it's
competition.
Christo who's been dropping Matchbox kits into the chat with pictures. What he's going to build.
Is it? Fair enough.
Yeah. Funny enough, I was
Go on.
looking at Matchbox kits today for some reason.
What are you doing? Something silly
I was
like
looking
that
at some old nostalgia. The Twin Otter
Oh my god.
was one, and the old Dolphin helicopter.
Yeah. Do you know what? I built that because that's the closest thing I could build to of doing a Airwolf.
Yeah.
So I remember building that and I did it in black and white just because it was my version of Airwolf, because it was the closest helicopter that looked like it when I was a tyke.
I've only got 2 Matchbox kits left, you know, just 2 in the stash, and that's it.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
I think I've only got 2 as well.
I must admit, I've been looking a lot lately at Strand Rars because there's been a lot of them coming up for sale. It's tempting.
Well, you can get a mass set now, and that's what got me on to looking at. To be honest with you, I was looking at another manufacturer who produces vintage classics, shall we say? So you know where I was looking, and then something popped up because obviously now with like KV models and Peewit and stuff, they're doing these obscure mass sets for kits from yesteryear. So like the Strand Raw one has now just come out. They do one for like the Twin Otter, the Dolphin helicopter. You can actually get one, the Matchbox, and then I think like obviously with the vintage classic range coming out, they're doing a lot for them as well. So I've actually got one as well for this, which I didn't realise. Oh, excuse me. So I bought this home. My Puma.
Oh, that's a nice kit. I like that.
Yeah, but you can get a mass set. I have actually got a mass set for it.
I like that box art.
The thing is, with Matt half the time puts them into the basket and then buys the mass sets before he buys the kits.
Oh, I'll tell you what you can get one for is the Matchbox Lysander, the 72nd one.
Ooh.
I bet you didn't think to put 2 of those mass sets in your basket, did you?
I bet I did.
Fair enough.
It's in this box. Can you see this box behind me?
Well, full of mask sets.
Yeah, pretty much.
Not everybody's got Airfix Pumas.
Here we go. Look, this is the mass set bag.
Oh my god.
Hey, that's
gems. There's some absolute gems.
You'll see the photo actually set bag. Well,
that's not a bag. That's a box.
Hey Phil, look what I've got a mass set for. I shouldn't show this in public because people get all excited and let out a little bit of wee.
Oh right, okay.
Oh god.
Not that it's ever going to see the light of day, but
Thank God.
I won't put you through it. But yeah, there's some. There it is. Look, there's the little Puma from KV models. There you go.
There we go.
So yeah, there's a mass set for it.
Bless.
Those tracks on Krista's, is that a Chieftain? A Churchill, sorry.
The Matchbox, like green plastic stuff.
The Churchill? Can't tell what it is.
The old rubber band tracks. Nothing wrong with them.
Well, sometimes. Depends how much flash they had on them.
I have got one Matchbox-ish kit. I have this.
Oh, it's a comment.
I might do one day.
I've still got the Privateer.
Yes, I've got that one, which is the old Matchbox Lysander 32nd.
John's after one of them.
Hey, John, we can talk cash.
I've got rid of mine in an auction a few years ago, which I hadn't now.
See, and people call me for not selling my kits. Attached to
Sellers regret, eh?
Yeah.
Right, here we go. It's a question here. Right, okay. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. Sorry, old age has hit me. What is everyone's favourite paints to use? Acrylic, lacquer, acrylic, water-based, or enamels? So, acrylic lacquers.
Probably
I presume you
acrylic.
can say lacquers as well. Acrylics.
Mine's definitely acrylic lacquers. Because they basically are acrylic, but they've got lacquer as the propellant.
The thinner.
The thinner in it into the older binder and whatever. Mine's acrylic lacquers.
Yes, I would have to say acrylic lacquers.
Yeah,
spray easier, dry quick.
One shout out for Humbrol on the chat.
I was going to say.
The strong, tough paints, and they don't smell at all, ever. Well, that last bit's a bit of a lie, but hey.
Yeah.
lacquers for me as well. So I have got all of the 3rd gen stuff for hand painting bits, but
I am going to tomorrow. I'm going to put a poll up on the site,
right,
asking what people's favourite brands of paints are. I meant to do it today, and I completely utterly forgot until this question just arrived.
We've been a bit busy, to be honest.
Yeah. So I want to see what people's favourite brands of paint are.
And let's just say it's not like acrylics or lacquers or enamels. It's actually your brand.
Yeah, brand.
It's AK, bloody Umbro, or whoever.
I'm going to make it multiple choice, so you can choose. You can.
Well, you've got a choice of two.
Tamiya.
You can choose different options. Yeah. So if you like Tamiya and AK, you can choose Tamiya and AK. Yeah, you can choose how many you want, but I just want to see what people's favourite brands of paints are.
Couple of shout outs in chat for Dulux and Crown.
Yeah.
I'll put them right at the bottom.
Got good coverage.
Yeah, good coverage. Sandtex.
Hey, one coat. Dulux one coat, is it?
Yeah, one coat. Yeah.
I'm going to say, after painting this thing in, I think I mentioned it when me and Phil were on Tuesday, with lacquer thinners. So it was like, what did I use? XF2 and one of the Mr. Colour, whatever it is, primers. I've realised why I stopped using lacquer thinners now. They stink. And I had an extractor on everything, like I did say on Tuesday, but I'm good. I'm really getting more into my acrylics just because they don't smell.
I've got that in the smell. But tell you what, you need a stinking cold, and then every paint smells fine because you can't smell anything.
What's worrying is me and Andy are nose blind to resin now, aren't we?
Oh, God,
Can't smell resin.
I can't smell resin. That's really bad. Yeah. So.
Crazy Kit Builder says, how to use AK 3rd Gen paints.
Yeah.
As in what? Brush painting or spraying?
I assume he means, I don't know, possibly both. So, personally,
go check out my videos on YouTube. I use it a lot.
But the pairing of their thinners, 3rd Gen thinners, with their paint works exceptionally well.
Yeah.
But again, you can thin them a lot. This stuff's very, very thick. It's a bit like the normal real colours stuff. It's very thick stuff. So I always thin it at least 70%. Probably the same with these as well.
What I'll do tomorrow is he needs a base coat of acrylic.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So when we're on tomorrow, I will do a quick test for you of spraying him with some Gen 3.
Mm-hmm.
John Best says Vallejo Model Air with AK 3rd Gen thinners is a good combo.
Mm-hmm.
Not tried that, to be honest with you.
What's that?
Vallejo Model Air with 3rd Gen thinners.
I'll tell you what else works well. Life colour paint with it as well. Very lovely. And Attacker Blue Line. That works well, and Red Line. They're good with it. So it seems to be any acrylics really, proper acrylics.
I was going to say, we've said it before, that the AK 3rd Gen thinner, it's obviously the latest one on the market, I assume, because all the others have been kicking around a few years now. But there's something in this, and I don't know what it is, but there's just something that makes it work really well. And it just works, you know. And as I say, I've thinned lots of stuff with this, obviously just Tamiya acrylics as well, and stuff, and it just flows. It works very, very nicely. But again, I find that slightly over thinning it, you get far nicer results for it. Might take you an extra coat of paint, as Matt found out doing the B25, but I think it just seems to work really, really well. It's one of those new breeder paints that works particularly well when it's very, very well thinned.
We were talking about paints the other night. Having just cleared out, had a clear out in my shed, and Andy's obviously done his room. Paints are worse than kit stashes.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
They just come out of the woodwork when I cleared the shed out.
I've thrown loads away, and I've still got tons that on my rack, on my shelves and what have you.
You never know when you need paint, though. You can't throw it away.
The thing is, that is the thing, though, isn't it? A lot of us tend to do like sets of things if we can, because it's just that thing we do. But like my Tamiya, some of this stuff is probably my original batch, which I bought in the late 90s. Yeah. You know, but it won't go off. But every now and again, I go to one and I've got sod all left of it, and I'm like, but then I don't use them all the time, and I forget I haven't got it. But sometimes you've got that one colour you need, and you go, I can get that in Tamiya, or I can get it in Guns, or I can get it in AK, or whatever it is. But again, it's just that thing of having a spread. But years ago, I used to have, if you remember, I had everything from the extra colour, lots of Vallejo, I had all the MRPs, I had obviously Tamiya, we had all the guns and all the Vallejo. But I must admit, I sold all the Vallejo. That all went, cleared that completely out, and I got rid of quite a few of the other bits and pieces. But what I've got now is basically Tamiya XFs up here, and then we've got the lacquers, then I've got my sort of other lacquery bits down in here as in extreme metals, we got real colours, and then I've got Hitaka, I've got Model Air, I've got MRP, then I've got MRP acrylics, and then down the end there I've got all the gun stuff. So it's like, take your pick with it all really. But you never know. Sometimes I go along and I like, oh, I haven't got it in that, I haven't got it in that, oh, but I've got it in that, and that'll do. So
I'll tell you what I find though with acrylics, that I find in a thing than the lacquers, is I obviously mix my paint in these little glass mixing Pyrex jars.
yes.
And it's so much easier to clean.
Yeah, they are.
If I'm honest, to reuse it rather than having stinky lacquer thinners all over the place and trying to wipe it out and clean it. You know, this is just quick bit of airbrush cleaner. When that get all the majority of it out, and then quick rinse with water, job done. Use it again. So it's a lot.
It's one of those things. Once if you're used to the lacquer thinners, like you'll know from your past job, you get nose blind to it anyway, don't you? You don't smell it, so it's not really an issue if you're using it all the time. It's when you're swapping and changing into it, it's a problem.
But it is that thing we keep saying, isn't it? It's not the smell that's necessarily the danger, is it? It's the paint particles, and you'll get that whatever you're spraying.
I just think I've got enough things trying to kill me these days. Bit of stuff, bit of paint. The least of my worries.
Yes, I think that is the thing. But again,
to be fair to Matt, he's in the house now. I mean, I'm fine. I'm in the shed, so
yeah.
Whatever smells go on in here, sort of stay in here.
What happens in the shed stays in the shed. Could do with some ventilation. But yeah, I must admit, the guys saying about reusing your jars, I used to as well. I must admit, I don't these days because I go through so many, but I always used to keep the glass jars, rinse them out, stick them in hot water, leave them overnight, and then just give them a whiz in the morning, and they're good to go because they're great for mixing colours in, and you know, a bit eco-friendly, aren't they? A bit sustainable doing it that way. So, but the real colour ones, they're quite nice as well.
The thing with paints is because they're only like a few quid a jar, you just don't notice how much you're spending on paints.
Yeah.
No.
And then before you know it, like I say, you've got
hundreds
and hundreds of the bloody things.
I bet you I've got 150, 200 Vallejo Model Airs in the cupboard just there outside of me that I'll probably never touch again.
Like I say, I'd dread to think how much money I've got like tied up in paint.
Yeah.
Scary, to be honest. Scary.
Same as Acan paints. I must have 100 Acan paints that.
I quite like them though. I think they were good.
Oh, they're nice. They are nice paints, yeah. But it's just I've got nowhere to put them, and I forget they've got them.
Little plastic jars.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
bought
right.
them all cheap.
Yeah, they seem really nicely with X28, don't they? And
just top them up with X28, and they were lovely to paint.
Yeah.
Last time I used them was when I did the Hind 24.
Yeah.
That was all the old Acan paints all over it. They worked really well.
I did my MI4 in it, my big MI4 painted in Acan paint. So.
Because back in the day, that is, if you wanted Russian colours, that's where you went, wasn't it?
It was,
Nobody else did them.
No.
So.
No.
Yeah. No, I'm not selling them, Greg. I'll keep them forever and a day until.
What is paint?
Yeah.
You're going to relieve them of his stash of paint.
Yeah, I threw a load of extra acrylics away and
Okay.
some Games Workshop paints.
They go like glue though, don't they?
What, extra acrylics?
Extra acrylics are just...
We need between us for I've got this, I'm planning it now. Turkey shoot weekend, we've all got to build and paint in extra acrylics.
Well,
no excuses. No excuses. No.
The only thing I can build is a Gulf War British aircraft because that's the only colour I kept. 2 jars.
I haven't got any.
The only one colour I've got is hemp.
Well, there you go. You've all narrowed it down to your builds then.
Right, so is the turkey shoot after Telford?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I could unload this lot on you. Knock yourselves out. I've got loads.
Oh, well, I'll just see what I've got in my hidden stash of junk. For paint.
That's
You
about how
can
many
do some-
I can see John physically quaking there with the thought of having to use extra acrylics.
See what I've got here? I've got German, RAF, US, you name it.
I don't think they're that bad.
Are they a couple of tins of Humbrol in the corner, or are they extra?
And do you know what's going to make these more interesting? These are at least 10 years old.
Yeah, these are easily. These got to be 15, 20 years old. These have. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but
this one,
people
the only
have-
one I seem to found to hand I've actually got here is a bottle of RAF Light Aircraft Grey BS 627.
Bill, quick, do a non-test with it with AK thinners.
What, the real one? The third gen ones?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me just
Extra
wake
acrylic.
this bad boy up.
Oh,
Are they extra
Oh,
colour
is it?
paints, Nathan, in the corner?
the other ones are Humbrolls.
Or Humbrels, are they?
Yeah.
See, that could be other option. Umbro Timlets.
See that drawer of paint is all the way up there, so I can forget that I even own them.
I suppose, would it be safe to say that everyone's staple paint is probably the Tamiya XF range, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone's got that as a base,
Yeah.
and then
And
it's
I
just
like
where
those.
you go from that, isn't it?
I like Tamiya paints with rapid thinners in them.
Yeah.
They're the nicest paints to work with. So I don't
Yeah,
know what
that
this-
thins well. That thins
Has it
really
turned to
well,
glue
that does.
yet? Put in your
No.
airbrush and spray it.
Hold on, that means I've got to
Is it
clean out my
Is
airbrush.
it mixed like oil and water?
No, it's actually gone perfect. Look,
Was it?
I've only
Is
shaken
it?
it. I haven't even stirred that.
Well, what was that with, Phil?
That's with third gen thinners.
Oh, third.
Right, just better say this quickly, right? The third gen thinners is on its way to us from Spain, as we was hoping to get it for this weekend. We will have it back in. It's due in for next Friday. Normally it's about a day before. So by next weekend we will have a restock of it because it's very popular stuff. So I do apologise, but yeah, we're as is in transit.
How's
Hold on,
it
let me
thin
get
with
me-
lacquer thinners, Phil?
Well, hold on. I'm just trying it with me finger benger. Let me
It
just get
doesn't.
my yeah, it won't go with lacquer thinners. It'll
I
turn
know
to
it does, but
tar.
I'd like to see him try.
No, we did do it. You did it with that blooming thing, didn't you?
The red for the
You red arrows hole.
red arrows, yeah.
Yeah.
When you have to
It's
thin it
fine.
and thin it and thin it and thin it.
It worked eventually.
Ended up with a litre of red paint.
Yeah.
Right, hold on. I've got a little bit of needle jam here. Let me just find an airbrush that works.
Richard says that to get his third gen thinners from the US.
Sounds like an effort.
We've definitely got some new coming in, haven't we?
We have indeed it.
That wasn't on the list of stuff they not sent us, was it?
To be honest with you, we could do they could do with doing a bigger, like a 400, like you do with leveling thinner. They could do with doing a bigger thing of that. Thinners.
I don't. When I,
What's it? What does it come in? What is it? Like 25 mil?
200 mil into it.
Is it 200 mil? Is it?
Hold on. I'll just clean out my airbrush a sec.
All right. You carry
It's
on.
been in here since last week.
What did it say?
Come in, what have you been doing?
I don't know if I should admit this, but when I came back into the hobby many moons ago, and I dug my old modelling gear out,
Mm-hmm.
I actually had Airfix enamel in the glass screw top jars.
That's collector's item.
Yeah, I binned them though, didn't I, like an idiot?
That's the holy grail of paint collectors.
I was about to say, and I
Yes,
bet they
there's
were
such
still
a thing.
perfectly usable.
Yeah,
I was going to
usable.
say, they would have been fine.
Yeah.
100 mil those are, Matt.
Yeah, they need to do bigger. They need to do at least 400.
Yeah.
Phil can have a word. I tell you what, by the
Yeah,
time
let
he's
me have
got
a
to
listen to me.
spraying that, it'll all have separated again.
Do you know what? I haven't used my airbrush since Monday and I haven't cleaned it. So that's the trouble I've got. It's got a week's worth of dry crud sat in it with lacquers. So it's welded itself in a bit. Hold on, bear with me. I'll get there in a sec.
Why don't you just use a different airbrush? You've got loads.
Well, I know that, but I don't like to, all right, I'll do that. Let me swap out an airbrush.
Oh, a lot of people seem to
I'll
have.
try and find one that works.
A lot of people still have enamels by the looks of it.
Yeah, they're not.
Does anyone remember? Was it CompuColor, wasn't it?
Got some of that. I have CompuColor. Yeah. That was supposed to be quite a good colour back in the day, weren't it?
Yeah.
What the Umbro Authentic range, was that the...
I remember them.
I think I've got some of them as well somewhere in the box.
Enamels do spray nice, like some. I like enamels.
You know what? I've never really fingered with enamels, to be honest, actually for spraying.
I've only ever really hand painted with enamels. I used to spray with them back in the day, but. Right, hold on. I need something to spray, don't I? What am I going to spray? Buster!
Enamels was the awful tin design, innit? Whoever thought that was a good idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
I suppose at least Airfix jar design was a bit, you'd have to clean it or else you'd never get your lid back off again because it welded itself. But
Turn the air pressure down a bit. I have to do manual. This thing ain't got a bleeding Mac valve on it.
oh no.
Well, it's spraying.
Only just.
Beading up a bit, but that's a highly polished surface. Let me do somewhere a bit more cruddy.
It's the problem with extra acrylics is starts sitting after a while. Sort of clogs up quite quick.
Yeah. It's to be honest, it's a little bit too thin. Oh, I've got my air pressure way too high. But we're down to about 7 psi, here, I think.
It's a bit golden
That's better.
with a paint to thinners ratio, I think.
Yeah.
What, you done it about 50-50?
Yeah.
It does help
Or
with the
thinner.
clogging if you're slightly over thinner, it stops it doing that clogging stuff that it does. So I spray them like a bit thinner than you think you should. You need a matte surface underneath. They're alright, extra acrylics. So the paint of the future.
Hold on, I've got another Buster over here. Let me get a different colour because he's polished to an inch of its life. Hold on, let me find something a little bit more matte finished.
RAF Rescue Yellow they do.
Oh jeez.
Yes.
I've got a couple of them.
Oh god, the Hunter. Plus the two.
Yeah, see, it's a little bit over thinned, I think, because it's beading up on itself. Oh, let me go.
Put some more paint in it.
Let me thicken it up a bit.
Picking it up a bit.
To be honest, it's probably not thoroughly mixed in here because it's been stood up for the last 20 years. And I only gave it a quick shake. Shake.
I think that's the other thing when you start going back to acrylics is like when you've gone from lacquers, you could have them really thin and really like watery, can't you?
Yeah.
It's a bit deceiving because you always think when you're doing with acrylics is that's way too thick it will never go through the airbrush.
Right, we've got two questions on two chats at the same time here. Ian's asking if there's any news on the 124 scale Sea Harrier seat.
No, not at the moment. I haven't heard back from the designer.
And then Adam's asking, have Tamiya changed the formula for extra thin? I think his new bottles are smelling a bit flowery.
A bit flowery.
We've got a floral scent. Maybe you can wear it as aftershave as well. Will we hear about the 2024 grill builds this weekend?
That's normally for the turkey shoot, aren't we? Do that turkey shoot?
I don't know, it's up to you.
Well, we can do it if you want.
It's all ready to go.
Yeah. Yes, clearly I'm well out of practice spraying acrylics because that's an awful job, but it does cover and it is doing it.
That's another thing also is like, because I'm now used to spraying lacquer paints with, or Tammy with lacquer thinners and things, I just couldn't bring myself back to what did I spray the other week in acrylics. I can't remember. Then I ended up having to strip my airbrush down because I can't bring myself to do it anymore.
That's the nice thing, though. You can clean your desk just like this.
I was about to say, it's an easy clean up and it don't stink.
Yeah, that's it. No
yeah,
smell.
but you've left the lines on, Phil. If you use lacquer thinners, you take all the lines off nice and clean.
Well, that's it. You have a nice green, perfectly done bench. But no, I can honestly say I don't think I'd run back to using these full time. They're all right for that one-off project to do. But if I had to go to acrylics, I'd do the 3rd gen, because I use this on the bottom of the Beaufort, and it sprayed beautifully, no problem at all. Went down lovely, So
I must admit I've not tried them at all. At all.
The thing with acrylics, you've got to think what the brand is, what thinner best uses that. Whereas with the lacquers, you just get your rapid thinners or your self-leveling thinners, and whatever brand it is, pretty much just the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's a lot to be said with acrylics. Like I said, from a smell point of view, environmental, you can't beat acrylics because it's just, it is. Like even now, just spraying that, there's no smell in here at all. And obviously clean up, as I say, you get overspray, you just wipe it down, you go again. So from the easiest point of it, then obviously these are absolutely fantastic. But from a working point of view, like with me, because I like it to do it as I want it, but also speed of drying, all the usual things with it, I think lacquers are really, really hard to beat. So, and it's that for and against, isn't it? Health reasons, smell, environmental, acrylics every time. But obviously for speed, and those types of things, then really lacquers is hard to beat. And especially if you're doing like mottling and tight camos and stuff like that, I can just load it up, and as long as I'm in the ballpark of 20%, I can make it work, but the acrylics, I'd have to dial it right down and get it in, and so yeah, it's just different expectations.
The also thing with those lacquer paints is also, every single paint I've got 4 different brands on here, and every single one of them can be thinned with lacquer thinners, so I don't even have to worry about what type of thinners I've got in. I just thin it with the lacquer thinners. Apart from obviously I've got some white top model colour down the bottom, but whereas I don't know, if you have to start buying specific thinners for specific paints, it just I don't know. I like to be simple.
Where's Nathan
Oh, Litland's in.
Hello.
Hello, Isla. How are you?
I gone to Friday, and it was Alexander's and Zach's birthday, so Mummy wasn't sure to go the wrong way. So I was so late.
Now you know.
Sorted.
Yeah, it was so fun. Those bouncy things and soft play. So I wear these.
Very late for a little person to be out.
Yes, you're up very late.
Does she know she's talking to hundreds of people?
Say hello, everybody. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, that's it.
So I'll let you go back to Mummy now.
So
You must stay here.
That's it.
It's your
She's
bedtime.
staying.
Say bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you soon.
see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
So here's book. Can you thin Tamiya XF with 3rd gen thinners?
Oh, hello, the camera's gone.
You can see.
Right, hold on, I'll test it. Because to be honest, I don't think I've ever tried it.
Probably need to make sure you've got a Tamiya that's had no lacquer in it, don't you?
Ah, that's okay, because I bought a new one recently. Because I was out, as it turns out, of olive drab, so I bought a brand new olive drab.
You bought one?
I bought one from a certain other store. I'm sorry, I happen to be next door. It's not that one.
There you go. Put 3rd 3G thinner with Tamiya is ace, so there you go. It is an alcohol-based thinner, so I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
Just smell it. In it.
Oh, well, there we go. Saves me opening this one then.
And it's got the flammable symbol up.
Yes.
John says it works nicer than X20A.
Like I said before, there's definitely something in the 3rd gen thinners. You know, there's something slightly different. I don't know what it is, but it just seems to work really, really well. Better than other ones.
Anyway, because we can't sell it, let's push something else.
Right, okay, but Aqueous is really good.
Push it next week.
Very good. Right, just point out, just a little break here. If you do want to put up any pictures you want to show, the easiest way to do it is pop over to Instagram. If you've got an Instagram account, just tag us in it. Then I click tag here and it brings up with all of these, because obviously normally it's like this and you can see all the posts that we've put up and everything. Do you know what? I got copyrighted for showing that video and it's part of Instagram, right? But I got copyrighted on YouTube and I thought they were the same company, but apparently there you go. But anyway, if you go to tagged, obviously if you tag me in it, I can see your great work, such as there we go. Look, well, we got a very nice Revell 144 Saturn 5. Very nice indeed. And we've also had down in here some very nice work on a Spitfire. Nice bit of blue work going down in there as well. So it's an AK RC Blue 148 scale Edard Spitfire. Very nice as well from Jelly there. And all the others. So what we'll do is we'll come along and we'll see you. Here we go. We've got a bit of railway diorama going on as well. Good stuff. So again, if you want to get your work seen, we'll look at this properly tomorrow, but this is the easiest way to do it, because I know some of you send me photos, but then I have to put them on a server to be able to see and all the rest of it, and obviously it takes time and we don't normally have that amount of time. So if you do want to post anything up in here, then please do so. Stick them over, just tag Flory, official Flory models in your tag, and then that way it'll appear just down in here. We can show your great work over the course of the weekend like we've done before. So again, it's quite nice to pop along here and see what you're working on as we're building along as well. And as you can see, some great work of your work all down in there. All right, so
has that been put up today?
I don't know.
Or is this, or is that, are these older posts from other shows?
I think well, I don't know, hold on, when did that one go up? 1 day ago, that one.
Oh, okay.
So yes, very nice. In fact, this was on our reveal show.
Go back to the gallery thing. Pictures.
Yes.
Scroll down. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Stop. 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 Show that Wellington. I can see Nathan. What have you got? Cake. Is that a birthday cake?
Yep.
Who's eating birthday cake?
I've got
Nathan's snaffled birthday cake from some
look,
child's
some
birthday
poor
party.
child's birthday, and he's got the cake.
It's like roadkill.
Roadkill.
Looks a bit like roadkill, but hey.
It's just absolutely smashed to pieces.
So look, Model IG UK has done a fantastic Wellington, as you can see. Very nice weathering on that. Very cool.
Desert scheme.
It does look brown and that. I don't know about the
camo on it.
Yeah, it's got camo, but it does look brown and sand. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no other photos. It's just the one by the looks of it. Yeah.
Is it Airfix's kit?
I don't know. I don't think he's put it up there. He hasn't said. Trustworthy Airfix people happy. I assume it's the Airfix one then. Yes, because he's done official Airfix and official Flory models in there. But no, it is very nice. Very good job.
Yeah,
When was the last time you built a Wellington?
Cue the tumbleweed.
Yeah.
I was going to say, blimey, that's must be a long time ago.
Yes. God knows.
Never.
For Phil's next build, it's a 148 trumpeter Wellington.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of trumpeter, did you hear the news? They're doing a 1/72 intruder.
Really?
Yeah.
Really nice one as well. Drop flaps, slats, got everything on it.
Ooh.
Looks really nice.
Tempted by that.
Very tasty indeed. It looks, and apparently it's pretty much out.
Nice.
$59.99 retail.
Is it?
Oh,
Probably.
picking it up.
To be honest, it does look nice. I saw some pictures of it today, and it's drop flaps and slats, and it's got all of the bits you could ever want on it, and it's 72nd scale. It's funny because it's in a trumpeter boxing. You don't usually get 72nd out of trumpeter, do you? Normally that falls to other ones, but
No,
there's
so no,
subsidiaries.
normally do. Yeah, no, I think second is more trumpy than Hobby Boss. Hobby Boss just do like easy kits, don't they, instead of second, and a few.
I think if Phil's going to go into the realm of 72nd, I think he ought to build that P8 Poseidon thing.
Yeah, that's a nice quick build after.
That's a small build. Yeah, that's great. That thing's like something like 50, 60 centimeters, isn't it? Or whatever it is. It's huge. It does look nice. Can't be that hard. It's only a tube with wings, isn't it?
Yeah.
you said that about the DC-10.
That's it.
Phil Jacobs says that blue spit is a failed 1943 group builder.
Oh, right, okay. Well, you can crack on with it now and finish it off. It'll be fine. Get in there. So, yes. I think you do need an Instagram account to show photos, so you will need an Instagram-y thing. But if you're part of YouTube, it's all the same thing, isn't it? Not YouTube, Facebook.
Yeah. It's all right. Instagram's all right.
So what you dug out there, Nate? I can see boxes on your...
I've got 3 choices for the weekend.
Oh, right, okay. So we've got the F-35.
So I'm going to build not Spitfire, because I've done the Spitfire before. But I've got the F-35 from Airfix. And then 1 Telford builds, maybe.
Ooh, nice.
Richthofen Eurofighter, because again, the theme is like 1 colour. So that's like a nice grey blue. Or a Desert 109.
If everyone wants to vote on Nathan's next build.
Yeah, vote now, everyone.
Tornado.
No.
Sorry, a Eurofighter or a...
Eurofighter,
F-35.
Airfix. Sort of easy kit. That's an easy one to build. Or an AZ Models 109 F4.
Oh, look, have you seen our chat light up?
109.
A lot of the 109s in there.
There isn't there?
There's a lot of Eurofighters now.
Eurofighter. Eurofighter. I think Eurofighter.
Oh, there's a lot of Eurofighters now. Eurofighter's going to win this. Jesus.
Yeah.
Eurofighter's got this.
Eurofighter, Nathan.
Easily.
Eurofighter, mate. Quick, crack the box. Do us an inbox review.
Let's see what's in there. This is their newer kit that's apparently simpler. Because their older Eurofighter was a bit tricky, wasn't it? I've not really set the cameras up, so just excuse the wobbly cam.
Definitely Eurofighter.
That one.
Quick, Andy, get some in the shop.
Yeah, have we got any in stock?
Quick.
Still sealed, look.
Hey, we will have in about 10 minutes.
Christopher says F-35s are kind of ugly.
Better looking than a Tomcat, though.
I was going to say, better looking than a Tomcat.
So
that ain't hard, is it?
Right, the last time I built a Revell Eurofighter, it was a really complicated kit. And apparently they've simplified it. Reduced the part count, apparently, to make it easier to build. It's definitely different to the one I built before. There we go. Look at that.
That's gone under the radar. I didn't even know they'd done a new tool Eurofighter.
Nor did I. Yeah, I didn't know that.
It's lost some of the detail, like the bird slicer things underneath or on top of the... So it's not as detailed, but I reckon that's a bit more manageable for a weekend build. Because basically, if you take the weapons away, it's 2 screws.
2 screws.
Yeah, that looks all right. Do you know what? There's no flash on it. I think this is a bit of a sleeper kit. Revell do this, don't they? They put out a kit and then nobody really jumps on it.
What's the box number, Nathan?
Oh God. 03952.
0952.
3952. 03952. With a choice of, by the looks of it, I bet it's just one scheme, isn't it?
Phil needs to mute them anytime they badmouth their 14. No, you need to go and have a word with yourself. Take yourself off, sit in a corner and have a chat.
One decal sheet.
There you go. Nice.
That'd be right. Because the old 72 Eurofighter was a bit of a pain in the bum to build. It was like it was like
one, but then binned it off.
Yeah, it was like the kinetic effect. There's so many parts and just So I remember speaking to them about it a few Telfords ago, and they said they simplified the part count, lost some of the detail, but that'll do, won't it? That's my build for the weekend then, because it is basically German ones are grey blue all over, apart from the radome.
Yeah,
that's it. Happy days.
So what you got the colour in?
I've got
whose paint?
Yeah, whose paint are you going to use?
Going to use. Thank you. Good question. This one. Oh, not that one. I've got it here.
Graham asked, why did the F-15 have an A, B, and D, and why no C?
Oh, the F-14.
I would say, who cares?
I was about to say, why did they do any of them? Go on, Phil. Fill us in then. Why is there no C?
No, I do apologise for my colleagues. They have no taste. Literally no taste.
What plane are we talking about?
Don't know, something
exactly.
US Navy.
Anyway, we'll be using Aqueous.
This one, Mr. Colour 337.
Nice.
You calling the F-14 again?
What?
They're calling the F-14 again.
This time John started it. I'm just backing him up.
What? MiG-19's better looking than a Tomcat.
Actually, I've got something here that's better looking than a Tomcat.
God.
What have we started?
That's better looking than a Tomcat.
Look, no one can see. I've just blanked him out now, so it's fine, look. Yes.
I was worried.
I do apologise, everyone. They've had to leave us for the evening for their foul mouth outbursts, of which they just have no taste whatsoever.
Show's over. See you next
Show's
week.
over. I'm kicking them out, so there'll be no joining us at the weekend. We're going to rename it to the glorious days of the actual F-14 Tomcat. So
build
yes,
a fine mould Tomcat.
There you go. Now you could do that one.
But do you know what? I think this is just a little bit too much for a weekend build, don't you?
I think, yes, it is. They are beautiful kits, those ones, those fine old ones. They were the creme de la creme. I think they still are in 72nd, to be honest.
Yeah.
But or is it the Great Wall Hobbies one?
I don't know. Do you know what? This kit looks nice.
It is nice.
Got a bit of photo etch for it. Courtesy of Rick Greenwood. Thank you very much. Yeah. This is a nice kit. You can't build that in a weekend.
No, definitely not. It comes with engines, that kit.
Yeah. Do you know what?
It's got full-length engines.
Cancel all the group builds and just have F-14s for 12 months.
Oh, I think that's perfect. Very reasonable.
I'll take the year off. Happy days.
Welcome to 2024, year of the Tomcat.
I don't know. Is it? It's not an ugly plane, really, is it?
No. They're just trying to wind us up, but no one's biting.
Do you want to bet? Our chat's gone ballistic.
Andy just stated it was the best looking aircraft ever, and we've just come up with hundreds of
to be honest, we all know that's wrong, because the best looking aircraft's the P-40. Because that's just the iconic World War II aircraft. Is the P-40 is the best looking aircraft.
It's the best looking jet fighter ever.
Oh,
we just happened to come up with several dozen more better examples, but
yeah, I don't know.
Must admit, they've done some fantastic schemes for that kit.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Bavarian Tiger one.
Oh, the Revell one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Revell do some
blue and white stripes with eyes on it. It looks fantastic.
If anyone's after a Eurofighter / Typhoon, Revell the best.
Yeah.
On any scale, I reckon.
I think that's something the one good thing you can say about Revell is any kit, over all their kits, they do quite a few cool schemes, don't they?
Yeah. That's courtesy of the Germans that paint them in crazy, vinyl wrap them these days, don't they?
And they did the Ghost Tiger as well, didn't they? The black and green one.
What are they selling for these days, these Typhoon?
£26.50.
It's not bad. Because what do you get on the weapons? What you get this boxing's got the air-to-air weapons.
Don't you get Storm Shadow with it? They're quite popular at the moment.
I don't know what the RAF ones will. Yeah, an RAF boxing. I don't know if that's got the air-to-ground sprues in it. But this one's got like the just air-to-air missiles only. I shall build that over the weekend and see how it goes. It might be one of those that looks brilliant on the sprue, but the fact there's no flash bears bodes well, doesn't it? I think the Typhoon's a handsome-looking aeroplane. There you go.
I think it looks better than the F-35.
That's not hard.
David's put up, is the Hasegawa not the best Typhoon kit? As in, 72nd? Because that is a nice kit.
That is a nice.
I've got it here.
Yeah, the problem with the Hasegawa kit is actually getting it. It's a nightmare to get hold of.
Yeah, if you can get hold of it, it's going to cost you a pink ransom, isn't it?
I've got it because originally I was going to do it this for the turkey shoot because
I've got an idea.
Well,
build off.
Build
Rebel
off.
versus Hasegawa.
Yeah, you could do actually. You could do a build off. Yes.
I don't know, how much is the Hasegawa? 40 quid?
I don't know, to be honest. It's that long since we've actually had it in stock. I've got no idea. What you should actually both do, right, is put them away till turkey shoot weekend and have a build off.
All right.
Yes.
So what am I building this weekend?
So this one, weapons fit, just out of interest, comes with everything.
Right.
So down in here, you've got Storm Shadow, you've got the Taurus, you've also got Brimstone, and then you've got pretty much everything else you could think of. You've got alarm missiles, you name it, it's got everything on here. So this kit does come out. I didn't realise it came with Brimstone though.
Yeah.
That's quite a cool loadout.
That's handy. I think the old Revell kit came with a lot more weapons. But
does your one come with a pilot? It's like top trumps.
Pilot.
A Eurofighter, Hasegawa. 53 quid.
It is a nice kit though.
Get 2 Revell. No chap.
See, I've top trump there. So I come with full load of air-to-ground weapons, including Brimstone, and I come with a pilot. So that's where that extra money goes. I come with a couple of options, 3 options for markings. We come with 3 squadrons, 17 squadron, or you can have JG-74 red flag, Alaska.
I'm not winning. I get 1 option, but it
is a cool option.
Yeah, to be honest, yours is better because these are just the low vis ones.
I mean, the Hasegawa kit is probably the best kit, but is it twice as good?
Yeah, that's right. Bang for buck, isn't it?
But the old Rebel boxes used to have a ton of weapons in them.
That's unusual for Hasegawa to have a full loadout of weapons, isn't it, in a kit?
They do for the 72nd stuff. 48, for some reason they don't do it on their 48, but 72nd normally comes with weapons.
Well, I'm putting this one away then for a flop.
Can I share screen a sec?
Go for it.
Yep.
Look at this. This is one of the Hasegawa boxings.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's when they did that special one last year, wasn't it? Yeah.
That's nice.
That's Luftwaffe as well, Nathan.
Yeah.
With the Japan flag on it. That is cool.
Well, it's got all the nations. It's got Australia and everyone, isn't it? So, yeah, you've got Korea. Nice.
So I'm back to square one then.
Yeah.
Can we get hold of that kit?
No.
Let's say how easy
silly.
Look at that.
You're going to have to import that yourself from Japan.
I'll do my usual, and I have to thank, I can't remember, sorry, your name, who it was. We were talking this afternoon, but I've managed to get some some North Atlantic markings for me Helldiver.
They've only got one version, Matt, of the Revell one in the Great Lift.
Which one have they got? The ghost one, the green one?
Green one, yeah.
No,
is it the green one? I can't remember now.
So I'm doing the 109 then. I've got another.
It's all right, Steve. Hopefully that's just one nice giant decal that you lay like a wrap over the entire thing. So I'm pretty sure that's how they did it in the real thing. It was just a vinyl wrap for those markings on that Luftwaffe one.
That's the Bavarian Tiger they've got, Nathan.
All right, yeah, that's cool.
The blue and white.
I've got the old kit.
Go on.
An F-16 is far better looking than an F-14.
This one cost me £6 second hand. And what's this one got in it? It's got Spanish markings in it.
Can we just want to apologise for Matt? He's obviously been drinking far too much this afternoon, and
he's been on the IPA again. He's been cleaning out the printer, squirting.
Right, so the old Revell one's got Storm Shadows, Taurus, which is like the European version of Storm Shadow.
Yeah.
And it's got Meteors, the rest of it's air-to-air then. So they haven't got the full range of air-to-ground weapons, but the old one's got like standard squadron markings. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're saving that for Flory Fest, are you?
Yeah.
Right, so can we have another vote then for the 109 or the F-35?
Or pull something else out your stash.
Oh, flipping it. I need to build something German.
The 109 was the next popular, I think.
It was, wasn't it?
No, James, they don't actually have the Eurofighter. It's just a joint exercise between all the Pacific countries.
Yeah.
It basically just sticks the finger up at China, I think, while they do it. So, but yes, you've got all the countries around there. Obviously, Germany decided to go as well, which is a bit weird. But
they have started to participate a bit more, haven't they?
I think the 109 seems to be winning, Nathan.
Yeah, it does look like a lot of 109s in our chat.
Have you reviewed the F-35 yet, Phil?
No, I don't know. The F-35.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
John says F-35 autopilot firmly disengaged.
Yeah, I'll leave the pin in the seat just to be safe.
Just remember, don't press the red button. Or pull the
Hal decided to throw him out. Hal was like, do you know what? I'm bored of this. Get out.
that was a shock to him.
Here, Adam's got a question.
Go on.
Supermarine Seafang cockpit. World War II green or post-war black?
RLM 83.
RLM 02, yeah. A Seafang. When was this? Is that a late 40s thing, is it?
It's Navy, isn't it?
Say black, to be honest with you.
Probably.
I don't know, to be honest. It would have been crossover, wouldn't it? Yeah.
I guess that.
Don't know with that. We'd have to, what does chat say? Green or post-war black? Oh, what's that monstrosity?
That's an F-35.
Yeah. Tell you what, it won't take long to build this. I think that's the point. It's weird how they've done the sprues like open. The gates are all open.
That's a homage to Airfix back in the day, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what? It's really thingy.
Yeah, it's very hard plastic.
Very hard plastic, but that is just like click fit.
You'll have that built tonight. What are you going to do tomorrow? You've literally got 20 minutes till we're finished. You could do that, Nave. Quick, put it together.
What colour's the cockpit?
Just paint it grey. Be fine.
Mikey Malcolm says you can pre-order the Rebel Eurofighter Pacific exclusive edition 1/72.
Yeah.
£85.
Yeah, it's got
yes,
a book.
yes, I've seen that.
Comes with a book, which is obviously worth loads of money. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, maybe not.
All
so
right.
right? So we've got green or black for the cockpit on the seat.
Well, I've found 2 photos of the interior.
Yeah.
And one's green and one's black.
All right, so 50-50. Flip a coin, Adam, and just go for it.
Granted, the black and white one the black one was in black and white, but it was definitely black.
I wonder if Pramjit's going to talk about the F-35 in his show.
Well, he did build it. That's his design.
It is his kit, isn't it? Do you know what? The fit on this is absolutely spot on. It's one of their, like, not easy kits, but simple kits. It's like their thing, isn't it? I think the F-35's not ugly. I think we're going to have to learn to live with it, because it's been in service a lot longer than we'll be alive.
That's a good point.
I'll tell you what, it does crash.
you think people had the same conversation about F-16s back in the late 70s when they came out?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because they were saying, oh, it's going to be a waste of money. What's the point? And then there it is, still in service.
Still service now, yeah.
Still building them, aren't they?
Yeah, 60 years later, it's still going.
Hey, which can't be said for an F-14, can it?
So, I'll tell you what.
Just saying, F-16 still going, F-18 still going, F-15 still going, F-14 nowhere to be seen. Why is that?
Because they cost a flipping fortune to run.
Yes.
Because it was crap.
The Iranians are still flying them, aren't they? Are they?
Yeah, the Iranians have still got them.
Do you know what? I quite like this kit. Now you don't have to mask all this like RAM tape stuff on the top. You're laughing, aren't you?
Mm.
What happened to the F-22?
Still going.
Is it?
Yes, they won't sell it to anyone else. So.
No, it's got an export ban on it, isn't it?
Mm.
I don't know, the F-35, I was kind of like 50-50 on them, but when you see it hover at an air show, it is amazing when they hover.
When it's not raining,
it's not
a bit of cloud.
But do you know when the Harrier hovers, it always like vift around a little bit. This thing is just like literally, it's like watching something in like it's frozen. It's literally just stays put. The pilot gets his flask of tea out, doesn't he, and just sits there and it just does it itself. But the Harrier's like this, all whipping and biffing around. But the Martin's a bit dull, but.
No, it's all right. Nathan, not long finished the F-35 build. This is Rob Stewart. Mm-hmm. He did it in 617 squadrons with the Lancaster tribute markings and decals painted. Scheme turned out brill.
Oh,
there you go.
Talking of Lancasters and dam busters, the HK one is we've now got a price on it. We ain't got a picture, we've got a price, so we can put that up on pre-order at some point.
All right, yeah.
Because everybody wants one of them.
Absolutely, especially in that scale.
There's a question in our questions area, Phil.
Is there? Crikey, what? But now we've unlocked it.
Now we've unlocked it, so people can answer.
Sorry, everyone, we didn't unlock the questions from last week. So there we go. I'll ask our one question. It's from Jason. He says, "Hello, guys. Looking forward to the weekend. Any ideas on doing this camo?" Wow.
What camo?
So here it is. I was thinking about using a bit of sponge, but I'm not sure if I'll get the right look.
Blimey, that's a blast from the past.
Here's the old monogram one.
Good kit, that, though, still. Good kit.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, Nate. How would you tackle it?
Right, well, what you need to do is do some extensive research to see how the white was applied.
What scale is it?
What shade of white it is?
No, I'm thinking, was it sprayed on?
That's 1/48.
That's 1/48, so it's it's a fairly decent size.
I'll tell you the way I do it.
It's sprayed on.
I
would say do it with business cards cut into templates, so you get that slight bit of fuzzy edges around it, because it won't be perfectly flat onto it, and it will look perfect on that, because it looks like that's how they did it in a giant form. What did they use? Sheets.
I reckon.
Hey, Greg's put a good enough. Don't pick another.
Yeah, just do the splinter one.
Could you do it white first and then blue tack it and spray it in reverse?
It is thin camo underneath, isn't it?
Yeah, it's green. I think
it looks like it's just the grey underneath it.
No, you can see it's on the closest wing to us. You can see the shade of near where that star is.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was just looking at the nacelle.
Right, you can see the line for the different colours.
Oh, right. I was just looking at the nacelle, because the front of that nacelle looks like it's...
But the question is, did they put the whitewash on with a mop or a spray gun?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Also, where's that V1 come from? Has it launched it mid-air then?
Yeah. Needs to drop them.
Hangs underneath, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Did they ever actually launch that many by air? I don't know.
Did it do it? I never realised they did that. How did that fit inside that then?
Just like sprung underneath.
Was it? Did they make an adjustment so it didn't have like the rear gondola bit for the rear gunner? Yeah, the belly gunner. Wow. Because obviously it's got. What I was thinking, it hasn't got massive undercarriage on those things, so it's not like it unless it was all perhaps it extended the undercarriage or something. don't know. Be interested to see one on the ground with it hung underneath it. I'd like to know how that fitted. If anyone knows where that photo is, send it to me.
Yeah, Dirk's suggesting if you look at H16s, they've got that similar camouflage pattern. But air launch V1s, because they kind of found that when they put like V1 launch sites up, the RAF Typhoons came along and just blasted them to bits.
The thing is, how would it even take off? Because surely
slowly with a long run.
Yeah, but the V1 would be surely on the ground.
Well, that's what I can't work out. I can't understand how
there's not enough room.
Yeah, you know where the engine is. Surely that would have to go up into the fuselage.
Yeah, there's not enough room underneath the.
Nigel's put it's hung under the wing room.
Okay.
So in between the gondola and the nacelle.
Is it offset?
Oh, right, okay. For the engine nacelle, stick it in there. All right, fair enough. Crikey. Because I was just thinking, the V1's not that small, is it? It's quite a big lump to be hung underneath one of them.
Suspended from the wing.
Whilst it's full of the old, wasn't it T-Stole, what was the other one called? The two lethal concoctions of explosives.
Ooh, I'm going to click on a picture. Someone's found a picture. David's found
found a picture.
Oh, they have. Yeah. Oh, my crikey. Yes, so I'm dangling off the back of the wing.
There you go. That's how they did that then. Crikey, yeah.
I bet that flew beautifully like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pulling a little bit to the port.
I bet that did wonders for the handling.
Yeah, Jesus.
Shame it's not got spotty. Do you know what? I'm just not sure how the camouflage was applied. Never mind how they fitted the blooming V1s to it.
Have a look at the picture.
It's up now. I've got it on screen.
Maybe I can just see Nathan. Oh, that's not got the winter whitewash, has it?
No, it's just the normal one there. But that's an interesting way of doing that, I must admit. They've obviously taken a chunk there out of that trailing edge so the engine can fit.
I like the cable hanging out the window.
Yeah, that's the start-stop cord.
It literally is that, isn't it? Is it like a lawnmower where you just yank it to start the engine?
It's a pull start. Is it a pull start? Yeah.
It must be. So when they drop it off the plane, it must pull it to start it. And God, I bet that was reliable.
Do you know what? German pilots in that time of the war must be thinking, whatever next?
Yeah, that's it. Can you imagine if that fired up and it wouldn't come off the aircraft and it's still stuck to you? You've got this thing now which you can't turn off, flying you.
Fastest Heinkel 111 in the world.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, breaking the world speed record.
Okay.
In circles.
A massive circle.
Jesus.
I don't know about this camouflage though. What's the gut feeling? Was it sprayed on or mopped on?
Don't know. Gut feeling would say they probably sprayed them because they did have sprays and stuff, wouldn't it?
They have spray guns at the bases, definitely.
If you go to Hendon and see the JU88 they've got there, which has all got white squiggly lines all over it, that's all sprayed into the JU88.
The feeling with winter whitewash is it's hand applied, but not when you got a whole squadron to get through. I reckon they sprayed it on. Whether it's splotch, I don't know. I'd do it like Phil did, just cut a template out and go for it. Or spray it white and blotch it out with blue tack and put the greens on after.
Yeah, you can do it that way.
I'm looking at the mad invention that is a V1 strapped to a Heinkel. That just shows you they had no other use for Heinkels at the time.
Yeah.
Did you see what Greg just put up there? Yeah, Paddy says, be like Wile E. Coyote, it fired up and it's still attached to you.
I was about to say it was designed by Acme.
There's a picture of a model online from iModeler that looks quite cool. I like that scheme. That looks pretty cool.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's a good one.
I like that. So, do you reckon, could you freehand it at 48?
I think you could. Yeah, you're right with that. Bit of back and forth with it. Yeah, no, I think that actually is quite striking. When you sit, that looks better than that box art does.
It does. That looks cool. That doesn't it?
That looks proper cool. The other one looked a little bit like
Right. Someone build that for Telford, please. That'll look good on the table.
See, look, he's got it hung on that side. So can you hang one on each side? I suppose the wings would overlap.
I was looking at pictures and they got them either side, but not both sides. Not together.
Right. No. Crikey.
I don't pilots had to get that off the ground.
Yeah. But Wile E. Coyote, that's the statement of the evening. Oh dear, that'd be so funny. Well, we're not clearly not funny if you're attached to it in any way, shape, or form. But yeah. Also, you've got that thing on you. If you get intercepted, and you've got basically a lethally explosive device in plain sight hanging on your plane. Get rid of it quick.
Hey, you can get a T-shirt with Acme Anvil. You know the anvil, yeah?
Yeah.
Crushing it since 1952. I'm gonna have to get some of these.
That's cool looking. I like that. Carl's got a picture of it. Put it on the forum underneath the question, so the person that asks the question.
The secret of it is it's a bit like mottling, isn't it? You don't have to get it 100% accurate.
You can always touch back in with the greens underneath.
As long as it's roughly there.
I think that looks cool. Right, you can build that one, Matt, next.
Yeah, I think so. Matt, get on with that one.
What?
That
I think you could do it in 30 seconds as well, like I did my one. That looked good then. Because you could then use the V1, the Tamiya V1 for it.
Nigel's got it in 32 scale. Telford's just about far enough away to get that built for Telford, Nigel.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll save a space on the table for you. That looks really cool.
I think that looks cool because you can just still see the splinter underneath it and that over the top. I think that looks really cool, actually.
Yeah.
Probably one of the nicest schemes I've seen like that.
Yeah, and it's a nice looking aeroplane, the Heinkel 111. Nice curvy shapes to the wing and stuff. I think it's a nice, handsome looking plane.
Right, James is off. He's had to leave us. He's going. Say goodbye to James. Bye, James.
Bye, James.
See you over the weekend.
See you tomorrow.
So there's
That's
another
what we should do for... Go on.
I was going to say, there's another vote for something that's better looking than an F-14 then.
You have to get that on a T-shirt. It's better looking than an F-14.
John's opinion doesn't count because he's never built one. So he doesn't understand that love for them.
I have many moons ago built a Tomcat.
Oh, you must have liked it then to be able to build it, because I wouldn't just build some crappy thing I didn't like. So yeah, see?
What's he doing?
Got blue tape. I'm trying to stick it to the glass.
I'll tell you what, Andy, use your glue gun. That'll stick it.
Yeah. Try to explain to the wife why I need a new pair of glasses after about 4 weeks.
There you go, it's fine. You just find a very nice photo of a tomcat, you see.
So I mean, even look that's even on a sunset. It's romantic and how much nicer can that be? Yeah, it's stunning.
But what about with the wings swept back? It looks nice.
Yeah, it does look a bit strange with the wing, I must admit.
That's the one regret from all my sort of airshow visits. I've never seen an F-14 fly. Seen one on there.
I was lucky enough. Yeah, I was lucky enough to see one in Yelverton, but I didn't appreciate it at that point because I wasn't into it. So
seen them at the museum.
Just saying, look at that. Look at the markings. Look.
Yeah.
Just nice and colourful.
That couple
Lovely.
$1 million being destroyed.
Yeah, $1 million squid falling off at the time.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know, it's a lot of effort to shoot down a Tu-95 Bear, wasn't it? The Tomcat, really.
Greg says maybe I should build a Tomcat. It might see the light.
Yes.
And maybe I shouldn't.
I think if you're into weathering, pretty good plan. I don't know. I can feel 5 questions on the Tomcat being added.
Look at that. See, nothing beats naval aviation than that.
Yeah, it does an F-18.
No, even I love the F-18, but not against this. Definitely a Tomcat's better looking than an F-18. It used to be the old thing about they used to stick mobility scooter signs, didn't they, to F-18s? So yes.
There's nothing wrong with. There's just no part of a Tomcat that looks wrong, is there?
No, this is it from any angle.
How come you never build any then, Andy?
Because I'm savouring them. I've got loads to build. 2 or 3.
That's the lamest excuse I've ever heard.
Oh, I've just got a message with a picture. Carl sent me the picture. Let's have a look. See if I can share screen. Right, there we go. Can I risk sharing screen?
Yeah, go for it.
Let's have a look.
I'm on old version of Skype. I can't remember. I've got a picture. Carl sent me a picture of the 11. Click there. Share screen. It's all going to be a bit of a mess. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's sprayed on.
Yeah,
Sprayed on.
Yeah, that's definitely sprayed. Yeah.
Slightly less white on that one that the person built, but I still think that's going to look really cool with the 2 greens.
Yeah.
And the white mottling, that looks really good. I reckon that's a cracking choice for a build.
I'll tell you what, just while we're on, if Airfix see that picture, don't do a Vulcan.
Yes.
They'll never live that down for a long time, will they? Let's be honest.
No.
If they should have a pound jar set up at the Telford for how many times it's meant to.
Yeah.
100 quid by 10 o'clock in the morning.
They'll be able to afford to retool it again after that.
Yeah.
So, yes, cool.
Right. For him, that, I think.
Very good.
F35 done by tomorrow morning after breakfast, I reckon.
It says Airfix
Yes.
81 with V1 will get an extended pylon.
Yes, it does make you wonder what Pranjit's answer may be to this. I assume he's been briefed from management because he's going to get asked it a million times, isn't he?
It'd be like this. He'll have, right, give me a second, written statement.
Yes, the official statement is on behalf of Airfix Design. Yeah, it's a proper great cock up.
To be fair, they've held their hands up, haven't they? Because we've had an email about it.
Yeah.
Which,
and the correction sheet as well.
Which we will send to Phil to read out the statement.
Okay, I can read it out before he comes on air. The official statement before you all ask reads
you can
like
show
this.
Show the correction sheet as well.
That's a PDF, though, isn't it? I think somebody's put that up on our chat anyway in the forum.
I think they have already. Yeah.
I say it's not exactly rocket science to just cut it off, is it, and do it like Andy was saying it earlier, weren't you?
So they have told it wrong, have they?
It's not like trying to fit some black dog resin, is it?
No.
Piece of cake. This is a drop-in fit. It hasn't given me any trouble whatsoever.
Might be a drop-in fit, but it drops out as well.
Yeah.
It's just needing a little bit of fettling and a few adjustments to its overall dimensions of the aircraft.
The resin shrunk.
Yes, I think the resin shrunk.
Or the fuselage has grown.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's got the design wrong, but somewhere between Black Dog.
Sure, you didn't order 1/72 resin, Matt, instead of.
I have no idea. I tell you what, though, you couldn't write it when you're bigging it up. It just dropping and all that, and then the first thing you come to and it don't fit.
To be honest, if the fuselage was 1 mil thinner, it would be perfect. It's just.
Or the resin was 1 mil wider.
Or if the resin was the correct size, it would be fine. But as I always say, we're modelers here. We like a challenge.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
and it gives you something interesting to show.
Yes. Pulling your hair out. Because the next part, you'll see me there with debonder trying to get this all apart so I could reset it and do it again. So, anyway, we got there. It's all right. It's fine now. It just needs all doing together, but I'm going to wait till I've got the camera rolling to show it and to get it all nailed in. But it's all right. At least it all came apart okay. And if it does worry, because I use the razor saw everywhere pretty much, I can actually put it back together if we needed to. So I've still got all the original parts. So it's all right. It'll be fine. So yes, good job. Right, okay, so seeing as we're running out of time here, first of all to Stuart, have a lovely day tomorrow. Obviously he's off to the model show at Meadowbank Stadium in the morning. Have a lovely day there at the Scottish, what should we call it?
Is that Scottish Nationals?
No, is it the Edinburgh one?
This is the Edinburgh one he's going to at Meadowbank Stadium.
So we'll see you in the afternoon session then here, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. Be back by the afternoon. It's fine. If not, don't forget, tomorrow night we've got the quiz. So just a quick recap how this is all going to work. We're going to be back with you at 10 o'clock starting in the morning. And as I say, we've got some demos, some various bits and pieces going through. We've got some giveaways. I'm going to be giving away a bit of merch. Obviously, we've got the huge sales will all start in the morning. I'll probably get mine going roughly around about sort of 6:30 in the morning, because that's the time I'll be up. So we'll get that sorted. And then obviously your one, I take it for PM, starts midnight?
It goes live at 1 minute to midnight.
At 1 minute to midnight?
Ooh, 1 minute
Yeah.
to, not
Ooh,
1
that's
minute
very
past.
Ooh, so it's actually starting tonight
Because
for those of you who want to sit up.
It confuses me and it
Right.
when you stop putting 0,000 in.
Okay. Right.
It
Okay.
says
So
no.
the PM sale will start 1 minute to midnight tonight. So it's 15% off all kits, and we've got our specials. And there's going to be flash sales added to this throughout the day as well. So you're going to want to keep up with that. The Flory model stuff is going to be 25% off all the washes and all the pigments and all the bits and pieces. All right. And obviously some good deals off of the merch as well. So if you want to get anything from that, you can do. There's nothing off of the resin, because I think by the time we get there, we're going to be back out of stock. So I put a load back in stock, and it takes me forever to print it. So bear with me with that one. But yeah, so that's going to be going on with that. So we'll be back with you 10 o'clock. We've got demos, usual things. We've got your questions. We can have a chat, informed. We can talk about what we have for breakfast, what we're going to have for lunch. And then we'll be back with you in the afternoon. We've got Brett coming in over from the US as well, from High-Altitude Hobbies. He's going to be on with us as well in the afternoon. So if you've got any questions, you can ask him that as well. And we'll be doing some various bits and pieces. And Matt's going to be doing some figure painting. Eventually.
Ewan says that the rugby's going to clash with the 8 PM show, Ireland versus South Africa. Do Ireland still play rugby nowadays?
That'd be a good game, that.
Well, don't forget the England one. We're fine, because that's at starts whilst we're off, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it starts at, was it 4:30, 5?
But got Grand Prix to fit in somewhere as well this week.
Well, yeah, that's that have to be recorded, that one. But we can watch the rugby whilst I have my dinner, so that's all right. So anyway, we'll be there. Then we'll be in with you in the evening at 7 o'clock. Sorry, 7:30. Where we've got the quiz. If BT, GBT, LBGT plus has finished writing it. So we get that one in, be there, and then obviously be back with you Sunday as well. So Sunday morning we've got the clinic, so if you've got any questions, anything to do with modelling you're struggling with, you've got problems with, and hopefully we can fix your problems. That doesn't include any rashes, itching, or sort of problems that you've got over the weekend.
If we can't fix them, we'll just sympathise with you.
Yeah, that's it. We'll just simply say you probably need some paracetamol or antibiotics for that.
Because empathy is our strongest point.
Oh, yeah, we're brilliant at that one. Yeah. So we've got that. So that'll be the clinic, obviously, on with you on Sunday morning. And then, obviously, Sunday afternoon, we have got Pranjit from Airfix on. So all questions to Airfix. He's going to do a presentation for us to take us out until around about 4 o'clock, when we will finish for the thing. The sales will then continue on to, I suppose, what was that, 1 minute to midnight? Will it finish for you guys on Sunday?
Yes. No, yes. Yeah, 1 minute to midnight on Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, again. So yeah, mine will do the same as well from that one. So you'll be able to hopefully get yourself some bargains and bits and pieces, and you can join us. You can sit back, relax, have a bit of a giggle, a few laughs as well, and hopefully you might learn a thing or two as well throughout the entire shows as well. So yes, good job. We're all set for it. John's skiving off at work tomorrow, though, but he'll be back tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So just a quick PM shout, quick. Go to PM store. This is for any stragglers who's not seen it. So these are up, these specials that are like, thing it until probably tomorrow morning when I get out of my pit, have a coffee, and I'll change them out. So they will just go back to what they should be, if that makes sense with the other discount. So, I think most of these have got 20% off, and I think the Spitfire's about 25% discount. So after that, they'll all go back to 15%. So grab them while you can. And like I said, there'll be some new stuff up there tomorrow.
And there'll be some new bits replacing them, won't there?
They will indeed, yeah.
So yes, grab them, because obviously they're not going to stay. So what we're saying is they're not going to roll over or anything else like that. They will disappear. No. So if you want to grab them now before they go.
Yes, I think Christopher.
Unless things are slow Sunday afternoon, then they might make a reappearance.
Yeah, they might come back Sunday afternoon if we've got a few left
they might
over.
Come back.
But if they sell out in the meantime, you are stuffed, because yes, there won't be any more. All right. So good to go. Right, we are all set for the weekend. We hope you really are as well. As I say, we're looking forward to it. Got some good stuff coming up for you over that one. So join us nice and early, 10 o'clock in the morning, and we'll get things going. Right, are we all done then, gentlemen?
Yeah, we're all ready.
Yep.
Cool. Right. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Obviously, thank you to YouTube Land. Obviously, thank you for the Flory membership for making this all happen as well. And we will see you all in the morning, bright and early at 10 a.m. So, till later, everybody. Happy modelling. Take care. Bye.
Bye.